everyone, and welcome to the HBCU Gameday Fastbreak. It's a special rivalry edition. I'm Tolly Carr. I am at Clark Atlanta University, where they are hosting Morehouse. This is a top 25 matchup in NCAA Division II basketball, and it's not the only game in town, in the country at least. It's definitely the biggest game in town, but a little farther up north, we had the Battle of the Real HU between Hampton and Howard. But first, let's check out these highlights between Clark Atlanta and Morehouse.
Before we even get to the game, the pull-up was real. 1 hour before tip time, the line outside to get in was ridiculous. Everybody probably didn't get in, but once you did get in, here's what you saw. Cheerleaders were fired up. Shout out Spellman. The mighty Marching Panther Band, they're back, y'all. Sounding good. Shout out to Misha Brock, putting in work at CAU. All right, let's get to the game. First half, Morehouse came out dropping bows on them. The Panthers, man, they were just flustered. They couldn't get into any sort of rhythm, and that right there is not how Coach Walker drew it up. I'm pretty sure about that. We had a little on-court kerfuffle, as I like to say. So look, this breaks out between Shelvick Henry and Tyrius Walker, and it appeared that Henry was ejected. But actually, it was just a little confusion. The bench told him to leave before he gets another technical. He was allowed to stay in the game as well as Walker. Morehouse kept rolling. Omar Alston's putback here has the Maroon Tigers up 13 with 4:20 to go before halftime. But it was this sequence of events that helped turn the tide. A block on one end by Morehouse, but the Panthers buck up just a little bit on the other end in transition, and that was the spark that the crowd needed to help turn the tides. And just a few minutes later, this three-pointer from Akil Douglas gives us a 2-point game under 2 minutes to go. But right at the end of the half, Tyrius Walker, you know the story, hand down, man down, jab, step back, bottoms. 42-35 at the half in favor of Morehouse. Second half, more Walker, 2 of his game-high 27 points. And then it's Dubé for 3. Hey, Dubé! Clark needs to stop the bleeding. They go to senior Anthony Williams. But Walker says, no, no, no. House up 60-52, 8:55 remaining in regulation. Enter Damian Davis, double D, 2 back-to-back buckets. Then with 3 minutes to go, Shelvick Henry, there he is, right place, right time, and we are tied up. So Clark Atlanta, after clawing back multiple times in this game, they have a chance to win it. Jalen Mitchell with the ball. Oh no, too many steps. It's a travel. Morehouse has one more chance, a prayer by Walker. This one is not answered, and we are going to overtime. First overtime, scary moment here. Shelvick Henry, he's going to be knocked out of the game after a collision. You see the blood from his forehead. We'll go to 14 seconds remaining in overtime. Anthony Williams at the line, hits the free throw. Clark Atlanta up by 2. But here comes Michael Ulmer with the crossover through the lane, left hand, got him! And we are going to double overtime in the A. Here comes Tyrius Walker, attacks the rim. Is it going to be Tyrius time or no? Anthony Williams says, no, it is not. But Michael Ulmer says, hold on. Don't forget about me. I got your back. And 1. The hoop and the harm. Whatever you call it in your neighborhood, give them 3. Morehouse up by 3. So what are you going to do, CAU? That right there. That right there. Mark Burton with the huge three-pointer. I smell another overtime. And that's exactly what we get, a third overtime. Let me do some splaining right here for you. Tyrese Walker drives to the hoop. He's fouled. Morehouse down 96-95, 10 seconds left. 2 free throws. He misses the first. Surely he's going to hit the second one. Nope. But he gets his own rebound and he is fouled. So Walker goes right back to the line for 2 more. Down by 1. This time he hits both of them. Morehouse now up 97-96. But still plenty of time for Clark Atlanta to get one more good look. They go back to Mark Burton. No dice. In triple overtime, Morehouse hangs on for the 97-96 win. What a game in the victory over Clark Atlanta. A shame anyone had to lose this one.
Instant classic. It's cut down pretty quick. 15 to 17 points, whatever it was. Seemed like it was 25. Told my guys to keep grinding and get back in the game and see if we could cut it to 10 or less. We did that. Then from there, it was just an instant classic. It was a great basketball game.
It's one that I remember that was played triple overtime at Georgia Tech back in the 90s when I was an assistant coach, that we won. And then there was one similar at the Omni that Clark Atlanta won in a double overtime. So this ranks up number one for me, the excitement, the crowd, 2 teams nationally ranked. That's the thing. 2 teams that are nationally ranked going at each other. So it was 2 monsters out there, and we all were hungry, and we were lucky enough to get fed just one more crumb of bread tonight.
All right, DeLon, I don't know if you can top what we saw in Atlanta tonight, but we're going to see. Let's go to DeLon Sellers in the battle of the real HU.
Crazy night of MEAC play in Washington, D.C. with Howard University hosting Hampton University in the battle of the real HU, and what a battle it was. In men's hoops, it was a battle of top scorers tonight, with number 2, Jermaine Merrill, going up against number 2, R.J. Cole. Hampton came out very explosive and had a 10-0 lead over Howard, but Howard eventually got the act together and started to chip at the score and ended up just trailing behind 13-14, and the teams were neck and neck all the way up until halftime, where Hampton maintained a lead of 54-51. After the half, however, is when things started to get real. The second half of the game came down to missed shots versus made shots, and Hampton easily won that battle. Hampton outscored Howard 50-40 in the second half to get the win, 95-81.
And we have even more rivalries tonight. Central State, Kentucky State, Miles and Tuskegee. That's how they're getting down on a Thursday night in the SIAC. Wally Pitt has the update on those games.
Yeah, thanks, Tolly. It's your boy Wally Pitt coming to you from the lab tonight, running an abbreviated fast break. We might need to call this the HBCU Gameday Outlet Pass, because while we didn't have a whole lot of action on tap, the action we did have was really good. We had a bunch of close games in the SIAC on the men's side, and you know when Hampton and Howard get together for the battle of the real HU, it's always some drama. So let's check out all the scores from tonight's action. Let's start it off with the women's hoop scores from tonight. Howard gets 16 off the bench from Asia McCants to propel them to the 68-63 win. Alexis Shields and Taylor Miller both hit 12 points each as Tuskegee beats Miles 53-42. And Brooke Spalding goes for 18 as Central State beats Kentucky State 63-44. Over to the men's side of things, DeLon showed us how it went down in the battle of the real HU, Hampton claiming the title for now 95-81. Tolly brought us the triple OT instant classic from the AUC, Morehouse taking over the spot as Beasts of the East with the 97-96 win. Carl Garcia hits Blackjack with 21 points as Miles beats Tuskegee 61-59. 5 players hit double figures for the Marauders as Central State beats Kentucky State 84-81. That's it for the scores from tonight. Let's dish the rock back down to Tolly in Atlanta.
Tell me really quick, you hit some big shots tonight. What was it like late in the game?
Hey man, it was intense, man. That's just what Morehouse and Clark is about. 40 minutes of intense basketball plus extra. So you got to bring it, give it your all. And that's what we did tonight, man. We got the dub.
Was this the most exciting game that you've ever played in before?
Yeah.
hear the answer to the question anymore, but I'll let these guys have the final word. This has been the HBCU